Crime Arizona now, a cross-country murder conspiracy targeting a young Valley woman. Detectives say she was killed to keep her from testifying as a key witness in court.
Prosecutors are preparing the high-profile murder case of Mercedes Vega. 3 men are facing felony charges, but only 2 of them are in custody here in the Valley. And our true crime correspondent Briana Whitney is here now to break down where things stand and how everyone got tied together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big case. We have 3 suspects facing first-degree murder. You don't see all of that, and there's death penalty now involved as well. There could be more of that too. Boiled down to the basics, investigators believe this was orchestrated by a man who was facing charges of robbing women at gunpoint, including Mercedes Vega. Detectives say he didn't want her to testify against him, so they say he hired his childhood friends from across the country to come here and carry out the crime. But the evidence shows they didn't just murder Vega, they also tortured her.
From Arizona to Tennessee to Georgia, a cross-country murder conspiracy allegedly hatched to kill the woman set to testify in court against the mastermind of it all, according to detectives and court documents we've reviewed. Mercedes Vega was found burning alive in a car off the I-10 in Tonopah in April of 2023, last seen on security camera in her apartment parking garage. According to court documents, the Chevy Malibu she was in was purchased on OfferUp by an account linked to Cujo Young. Young was arrested for robbing Vega at gunpoint in 2020, as well as other Phoenix exotic dancers, and Vega was set to testify against him for the crime. But Young was in custody at the time Mercedes Vega was killed. The investigation shows he hired 2 childhood friends from Tennessee to carry out the kidnapping and murder for him, Sincere Hayes and Jared Gray, all 3 men from the Chattanooga area. Hayes and Gray's fingerprint DNA was found in the Chevy Malibu, along with a large amount of Vega's blood. And flight data revealed Hayes and Gray took flights to Arizona from Tennessee about a month before the murder. One day after the murder, the 2 boarded a bus back to Tennessee. Gray is still awaiting extradition to Arizona from Georgia, where he was arrested for the crime. Hayes and Young are set to appear back in court next week.
All 3 are facing a slew of charges that range from kidnapping to first-degree murder. Hayes and Gray are also charged with hindering the prosecution. The state has already filed their notice of intent to seek the death penalty against Sincere Hayes. As of today, when I asked, they have not filed that for Cujo Young, though they still can. Right now, the trial is set for March of next year, though that could get pushed back. We see that a lot with capital cases.
It's been so convoluted, kind of following the spider webs of the evidence in this case. So When is he going to get extradited? When will he come here?
That's a great question. I asked MCSO today, is he here? No, he's not here. When will he get here? We don't know. So that's why we don't have an updated mugshot for him either. You saw the silhouette in that picture. Yeah. The reason for that is he's just not here in custody. So we don't have his updated mugshot for those actual charges. We know those are being filed from court paperwork, but we don't actually see all those charging documents until they're physically here in Maricopa County.
A complication of a multi-state criminal investigation, maybe? I mean, after he's brought here, that should end the multi-state factors, right?
It should, right. Then they'll all be here to face the trial, and this should be a joined case. Sincere and Cujo are already conjoined now in the same case, but it shows that there's another defendant who's unnamed. But we know from the other court documents that is Jared Gray. So, yeah, I mean, this was Tennessee to here until Jared Gray was arrested in Georgia. So that kind of added in that 3rd state. But yeah, when you're talking about murder charges and you're talking about tracking down the people who did this and flights and data and credit cards and gas and where all this came from, it can get really complicated with multiple agencies involved.
Are they confident that it's going to track on trial on time, or that it could get pushed back all over again?
The thing is, if I've learned anything in this job, nothing ever goes on time, pretty much when it's in the court system. But when you have a death penalty in a capital case, there's so much more that goes into it than even just a 2nd-degree murder trial, that often the attorneys need a lot more time to go through the discovery and then get that into the actual trial readiness, so to speak. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets pushed later into next year.
A lot of people waiting for justice for this poor young woman.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Briana.